Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into the playbook for modern digital advertising. We're going to look at how platforms like Meta have completely changed the game, turning marketing from, a shot in the dark into a precise science. And more importantly, how you can use that power for your own goals. So we'll walk through a simple 5-step journey. We'll start with the absolute basics, the foundation, and take it all the way to launching and fine-tuning your message for that perfect audience. All right, let's get into it. Before you can even think about launching your first ad, you've got to build your digital storefront. There are a couple of essential components you absolutely have to get in place first. First things first, you have to understand the difference between a personal profile and a business page. Your personal profile, that's for your friends, your family photos. But the business page, that's your brand's public face. It is the only place you can run ads from. So it's not optional. And next up is your ad account. Think of this as the engine room, or maybe mission control for all your advertising. It's the command center where you're going to create, manage, and analyze literally everything you do. Okay, with our foundation all set up, we get to what is maybe the most critical question you have to answer before you spend a single dollar. What are you actually trying to achieve? What's the goal? See, the platform is going to ask you to choose a campaign objective right away. And this isn't just a formality. You are literally giving the platform's AI its marching orders. This is how you make sure every penny you spend is laser-focused on getting you the specific result you want. So, do you just want to get your brand name out there for brand awareness? Or are you trying to generate leads for a high-end service? Maybe you just want to drive direct sales on your e-commerce store. Picking the right objective here is the critical first move that shapes everything else. It helps to think of this as a simple hierarchy, kind of like a pyramid. At the very top, you have your main campaign, which holds your big goal, let's say sales. Underneath that, you've got your ad sets, which define who you're talking to. And then at the bottom, you have the ads themselves, the actual creative stuff people see. All right, now let's talk about the real magic of digital advertising. This is the fun part, the incredible ability to pinpoint your ideal customer and speak directly to them. And this, right here, is the night and day difference between digital and old school marketing. Think about it. Instead of just putting up a giant billboard and kind of hoping for the best, what we call spray and pray, you get to whisper directly into the right person's ear. And you do that by building a super detailed picture of who they are. This is called a buyer persona. It's the blueprint for all your targeting. It takes your audience from just this vague idea on your head to a really concrete, detailed profile you can actually use. So, for example, a sports shoe brand isn't just targeting people who like shoes. No way. They're looking for active Alex. And what's so wild is that you can build this exact profile, from his age and location all the way down to the kinds of books he reads, right inside the ad platform itself. And this just illustrates the power of what we call layered targeting perfectly. You can tell the platform, hey, find me people who are interested in shoes. But wait, they must also be interested in formal wear. Just like that, boom, you've filtered out all the noise and zeroed in on the perfect audience for your new dress shoe line. So now that you know exactly who you're talking to, it's time to figure out what you're going to say. This is where the creative side of your brain gets to meet the data. The most powerful ads, they don't just sell a product, they solve a problem. If you can start by acknowledging a pain point or a desire your audience has, you grab their attention immediately because you're showing them you actually get them. Every ad really just has a few key parts. You've got the visual, that's your scroll stopper. The headline has to make a compelling promise. The text gives the details, and then that call to action button, the CTA, tells them exactly what to do next. Every single piece has a job to do. And your work is not done once you hit that launch button. Not even close. This is another massive advantage digital has over traditional marketing. You can't exactly change a billboard halfway through the month, right? But with digital, you get an immediate feedback loop that lets you improve your campaign pretty much in real time. And this is where something called A/B testing comes into play. It's really just a simple process of testing different parts of your ad against each other to see what your audience responds to. You're letting the data, not just your gut feeling, tell you what works. For example, you could run 2 ads that are completely identical with one key difference, the image. Maybe one has a lifestyle shot of someone running, while the other is a clean product shot. The platform's data will tell you very quickly which visual is getting you better results so you can put more of your budget behind the winner.
Now, here's the golden rule of A/B testing. And this is super important. Only change one thing at a time. Test the headline, or the image, or the audience, but never all three at once. Because if you do, you'll have no idea what actually caused the change in performance.
So, there you have it. That's the blueprint for a modern digital ad campaign. From building that solid foundation to targeting with surgical precision and optimizing with real data, these tools have turned advertising from an art form into a real science. The power is immense. So, the only real question left is, how will you use it to tell your story?